Hey y'all. Okay, this one's gonna be like very rapid. Rapid fire. Um, cause who else's ass is getting kicked by Pisces season? I am like sleepy as hell. My ability to focus is not that great to begin with. But like whew, I'm even impressing myself on this round. And it's definitely something with Pisces season because I know a lot of. Oh my god, see, I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna jump into this. And a sleep day. Okay, so I wanted to get on. I didn't make a video last week because I was sick and also the attention span thing. I cannot focus on anything seriously. Procrastination is now a skill on my resume. Seriously, like I really just upped my game that much. Um, but I wanted to do a video for the new moon. But I had to fight off a sinus and yeah, basically a sinus thing, cold thing, whatever. Never turned into a full blown cold, but you know, when your body's like trying to decide if it's gonna get sick or keep fighting something off, you get kind of tired. Um, so I decided to give myself time to rest in between readings and not make like a collective thing. I'm sorry. Again, going back to the procrastination. Um, when they make it an Olympic sport, I'm getting the gold, you guys. Or wait, if they made procrastination a sport, would the gold be the best medal you could get, or would it be the bronze? I don't know. What do you think? Um, so leap day today. Um, I feel like that's kind of unfair for Pisces to deal with having that special extra day. But everybody makes such a big deal about it. You know, it rolls around once every 4 years. And Pisces, every 4 years, you have an additional day tacked on to your season. How does that feel? How does it feel to get shortchanged the rest of the time? Um, does anybody need to like talk about that? Do you have some like do you have some feelings about it? Because if you do, you can message me about it. And I'll be on your side, I swear. Okay. We are just going to jump right in. What's going on for Pisces? Well, I I hope y'all have been good because we got justice. I feel like what an appropriate card to get like in your birthday season. Oh, sorry. Happy birthday to all my Pisces, little fishies. Um, what an appropriate card to get at this time. Wrapping up a big cycle. You're finishing up your karmic review, or you have already. And now you're seeing the scales that you've balanced for yourself. I mean, what'd you put on those scales? Are they in your favor, or do you have to maybe do some adjusting moving forward so that they do tip in your favor? Because maybe they're heavy on the other side. Although, knowing Pisces, the Pisces is Pisceans. You know, y'all are such sweethearts. I have a hard time thinking that your scales are like, need to be put in check, but everybody's different. So, I hope you're enjoying in this season a reward. Um, because you deserve it. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. I want to just do this. I really want to do this out of order today. I wanted to do it in order, but it's asking me to do it out of order. I have no idea why. Cancer's up next. This is the energy we're in, okay? You guys? This is the energy we're in. I'll get back to Pisces. I didn't channel anything for them yet. And we're really not in a, like, it's just kind of all over the place. So just give me a minute and I'll come back to the channeling, okay? We won't forget you. Cancers. You got the sun. I feel like this isn't talking about right now, though. I think it's talking about for me, the energy is feeling farther out. This is all over the place. I don't even know if I can put dates on this. And you know what? Usually, basically, you put dates on it, but they're pretty much irrelevant anyways. People come across the video when they're supposed to. Energies are fluid. It might be affecting you. If let's say I put, March 1st to March 13th or whatever. It might hit you in the next 2 weeks, but it might hit you 3 months from now. It could have been, it's just the energy is fluid and time is not real. So, but I feel like this distinctly is talking about Cancer's birthday season this year. So end in June through July. Something very triumphant. A feeling of triumph. A feeling of... I mean, look at the sun. The sun is one of the happiest cards in the deck to get. It's, some people say it's the happiest card. A lot of people say it probably is. I have some that I enjoy a little more than the sun, but like he's happy. He almost looks like it's a dragon, but he looks like he's like a puppy playing in the sky. He's like, yay! So what? Are you having a year where I feel like it's not like, oh, I got something amazing for my birthday. This has to do with an accomplishment. And it's something you've been working on for a long time. It could be a soul level thing, but this feels like material and tangible. Some goal that you're going to achieve around your birthday season. So congratulations. That's awesome news. Shark is coming through, which is, that's great energy, especially if we're talking about goal achievement. Some people, sharks are sharks. Some people are scared of them. Other people find them amazing and beautiful and interesting. But if I'm talking about achieving a goal, a shark has like this ability to like hyper focus on one thing. It's a one-track mind. It's basically, I don't want to reduce this like amazing animal to a machine, but it is like this perfectly designed mechanism for really like achieving its end, which is, pursuing its prey when it needs to pursue, and surviving. So this is just like to me a shark is, it's almost like an arrow to a target. And maybe you'll be feeling yourself in Sagittarian energy during your birthday season, who knows, but it's like this relentless pursuit of a goal, and it's aided by hold up. and it's aided by just the design of things. It feels almost like it's just time, which is nice for cancers because like cancers, like, you're so giving. They just said like y'all never ask for too much. Like that is such. Well, I mean there can be a tendency for cancers to be a little like manipulative. But that's just like the lower octave. Everybody has a lower and a higher octave, right? Oh, I don't want to do Gemini next. I want to do, let's see, who are we doing? Well, first, what I want to talk to Pisces about is what's coming through for them to channel, and it's black licorice. You may find anise seeds very helpful for you right now, either in a health sense or in like maybe you do spell work or whatever, and anise can help you in whatever spell work you're trying to do, manifestations and intentions. But whatever the case may be, that energy is ready to work with you right now. Black licorice is not the taste for everybody, but literally maybe eat some black licorice. I don't know. But anise has a lot of good properties. As licorice root is... Now that I'm talking about this too. Okay, so for anybody who might... yeah, licorice root might be something also that you add to like your bag, your satchel, like a mojo bag. Okay, Libra wants to come talk next. Whew, that's an fish out of water type energy for her. Speaking of water, speaking of Pisces, why is there so... Oh, because it's Pisces season. I'm like, why is there so much water? Wow, there are a lot of cups out on the board, too. Interesting. All right. Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups in reverse. Sorry, the Nine of Cups is also out, I noticed. Libra's feeling a little emotionally imbalanced. This is not even saying this has been an intense season. It's an intense Pisces season, especially right now, and especially in the last 2 weeks. Well, especially in the last 2 weeks, it's been Pisces season. Anyways, oh my God, see what I mean? I can't focus right now. There's been some very interesting alignments. Mars, Jupiter, and Venus have been doing some interesting things also with the moon, with one another and with Earth, and then also with the moon. It's just been strange alignments. Not strange, but intensifying some things. And I think for Libras who are very much accustomed to being very steady as she goes, like there's not a lot of ruffling your feathers one way or the other at most times. You're pretty cool, calm, cool, and collected kind of thing. But it's just like, oh my God, I have feelings, like, and it's really throwing you off a little bit because you're used to being able to either override or not have to pay attention to or manage your feelings very easily, and it's become quite a bit more difficult in this time. They're saying iron. there's two. I'm gonna offer two ways of looking at that. I'm sure there's more than two. You possibly have an iron deficiency. And that could affect your sleep and all sorts of things, like causing anxiety and stuff like that. Could also mean that you want to keep some iron around the house. I know I can't make this go on too long today. I can't let myself ramble because I will just keep going. You might have some visitors right now who possibly would not find it such a hospitable environment to be in if you had iron around the house or iron filings. You can get those in basically any metaphysical shop. You can get a horseshoe even if you want, or you can get the filings and you can sprinkle them around the perimeter of the house or the building. Would be careful doing it inside if you have pets or children around. However that resonates with you. I'm not saying that is set in stone, but it could be either one or it could be something else. But that's what they said. They said iron. I want to do Aquarius next. Why is it? It's going like 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. So, Aquarius. Speaking of feelings, speaking of the Nine of Cups, you're coming out of a state of, I don't want to say coldness, but yeah, I mean, a little bit cold. You're coming out of a state of coldness and moving into a state of seeking emotional fulfillment. See, he's diving down deep into that water, and there's a light down here that he's going towards. Excuse my nails, they're in rough shape this week, but whatever. I don't think it's a very common urge for an Aquarius to seek emotional fulfillment. I mean, everybody wants that, right? But Aquarius don't always feel that intensely. And right now, it's like, I really need to get to the place where I'm feeling like my needs and my needs and desires are best being met. And like, it's really kind of, and the sensation is like it's being found deeply within yourself. There might be a bit of self-reflection happening. Oh, I want to get to Capricorns. I'm really excited for you. But it's not going to be an unsuccessful endeavor. But you might have to... They're saying checks and balances. You might have to, like, weigh some things out. Because, you know, maybe you're in a situation where you feel is not emotionally fulfilling right now. And you're like, well, maybe I should leave this situation, relationship or job or whatever. Maybe I need to pack up and move to a new state or something like that. And maybe that's where my emotional fulfillment will be. But like, it's always like, you know, make sure you've really thought that through. Grass isn't always greener on the other side. And because, again, it feels like he's going deeply into his own emotional waters, you might discover after you sit down and weigh these pros and cons out that your emotional fulfillment actually comes from deep within yourself. Which is, I mean, that's literally how it goes, right? I mean, unless you're in like totally shitty situation, abusive relationship or terrible job or something like that, then yeah, that's a factor. But ultimately, it always comes from within us. I see a woman. She's in like a dark cloak. Like her face is, except I can see like the bottom part of her face. She's standing at the edge of a darkened woods. And she's basically, I mean, she's some kind of sorceress or enchantress. Um, she's basically waiting to lead you in to this forest. Mind your P's and Q's with her. I don't think she's anybody to be trifled with. She kind of makes me a little nervous, to be honest. um, any journey of internal reflection is going to be filled with hidden pitfalls, right? So just be careful as you walk along this path. But she's there to lead the way. All right. Capricorn. Thank God. Three of Swords in reverse. I've been like hoping. You know what? Capricorn and Sagittarius are kind of in the same energy too. Well, not so much, but anyway, Three of Swords in reverse feels like how do I want to put this? They just said replacement. It's like something's being given back or replaced. So maybe we lost something. Like when we lose something or we have to let go of something, we have to remember that the universe or spirit, whatever you want to call it, is going to, if we allow it, if you let the thing go and don't hold on too tight to the past, it will be replaced with something as good as or better. Usually better, because we're always like kind of getting towards where we need to be, right? But this is also a feeling of becoming unstuck. It feels like there's been several months of stagnation, hermit mode, deep reflection that has caused like a certain amount of social isolation, while you still kind of cycled through this like letting go and like it's like a tug of war, right? Like I want to let it go, but no, I can't let it go. And like at the last second. Do I have water? Oh my God. Thank God I have water up here. Whew. But this is like coming unstuck. And then whatever you've had to let go of will be replaced. Wow, there's a few things that are coming through. This like they said Fiji. So like the island in the South Pacific, which would be amazing if you were going there or something, or anywhere in the South Pacific. They're saying Fiji, and then they're showing me these yellow butterflies. Something around your solar plexus, like your sense of self-worth and purpose might be shifting at this time, transforming. So like a butterfly is always, and kind of like really taking flight. So that's awesome. Good job, Capricorns. You stuck it out. This is so interesting to me that this is how Aries came out. It's the King of Wands in reverse. So, you know, Aries is a fire sign. This would normally be like, that's a fire sign card, but, came out in reverse. I would say feeling a little bit, it's like you got knocked off your balance or knocked off, like your flame is burning a little low, passion's a little low right now. You are coming, I mean, the seasons might have something to do with it, but it's also you're coming into your 12th house, which is your karmic review, which is, you know, a period of deep reflection. It's like looking at how your karmic balance is and has been. So Pisces is finishing theirs up. You're about to start yours. You might be getting a little moody here. Kind of bummed out and maybe feeling unsure of yourself. It's feeling like, it'll pass. You can have your passion. You can have your passion back. It won't be gone for long. You're in Aries. It's never gone for long. But we do always have to have, like, we have to have our down times. The tide has to go out. You know what I'm saying? Before it comes back in. If there's no give and take, it's not healthy. They're just kind of talking to me right now. You're just not used to feeling like this, but you feel a little impotent right now. Not necessarily literally, but could be literally too. I mean, you might be having like some sexual dysfunction or like lack of sex drive for sure. Let's see. Who do I want to go to next? I think I went to Virgo, so I want to go to Virgo. Virgo. Laying that nice foundation. That seed you've recently planted is starting to look pretty good here. Man, I really love the guy's boots in this. Okay, I don't think it'll focus well enough for you to be able to kind of see the filigree on his boots. Very nicely carved. Feels like, well, the King of Pentacles, that's a Virgo card. You know? You're sitting in your house. He looks very satisfied right now. You're very satisfied with yourself. You did have, I think in the last video I did, it was like coming out of this period of like feeling real, I forget how I put it, but a lot of self-doubt, I think. But you're feeling pretty self-satisfied now. I might even say smug. Laying a nice solid foundation. Finances are going to be feeling good. Not necessarily fast, but this endeavor that you're starting is going to grow. It's going to grow maturely. The king does things in the right, proper order, the proper pace. He's mature. He moves with maturity and stability. They just said his foundation is strong. Like, whoa, that is weird. This is almost like, did you guys ever see that? Well, it was a show too. It looks like a house from Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. So that kind of aesthetic. Like this weird rickety thing. Why are they showing it to me though? Because it feels like it's at a distance from you. I feel like maybe you're coming out of a place where you were oddly enough making impulsive, like not advantageous choices, and that's the rickety house, and now you're sitting in your own house, which is secure. Um, Keep in mind that rickety house is like almost always gonna be there. And you can go back to it at any time you want to start making bad choices again. Um, but you didn't necessarily like it there, right? Because like what happened is if it storms, if it rain's leaking on you through the roof. The beds weren't comfortable. The furniture was gross and weird and old. It was all uncomfortable. None of it was comfortable. This is a house of security that you're in now. So keep this good, like well thought out choices energy going. I want to do Gemini's. Gemini. There, you got the Empress. Why are you're feeling so nice and abundant? You're feeling really sensual, they're saying. I mean, that is the Empress. Like, are you tapping into your Taurian neighbors? What's going on? Sensual, grounded. Some type of season, or not necessarily season, but a wave right now. A wave of abundance. You might have like some type of season. It's tax season. Are you getting some taxes back? All right. Sorry, I hear this bird outside my window and it's making like the cutest little chirp. It's like beep beep. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Okay. I like this Emperor's card in particular because it feels like she's giving some kind of power here. Well, the Empress is that dragon behind the Queen. Or knight, whatever that lady warrior is. She's kind of putting some magic in here, it feels like. They just said ingredient. Maybe somebody out here is like a baker or a chemistry major. Chemist. What are you cooking up? Somebody's cooking up something, right? Trout? Yo, like a rainbow trout. I think that's what these fish are called. A rainbow trout. I wouldn't even know where to begin with what that means. But I like the rainbow reference here. Some period of enlightenment. Or like a promise coming true. That's nice. Maybe the Empress is giving you some kind of nice insight right now. That's what I'm wondering. Leo, what are you focusing on too many things at once? Or are you obsessing over something? That's the Seven of Cups. For most of the time, that's a confusion card. In this particular deck, I also think it's talking about obsession. Pretty heavily and obviously, because it's like all of the cups are reflected in the eye. So yeah, it's like the most obvious thing to me is when I see that giant eye, I'm like, what are you obsessing over? It's like I can't get this out of my vision. Well, it's not a very uncommon energy for Leo to be into, right? I mean, not obsessive, but once you get your mindset on something, they're like, everybody says Taurus is stubborn, and I'm not saying they're not, but Leo will not like back down. That's like a thing for sure. But it's this sensation of, it's almost frustration. Yeah, almost frustration. If you can't figure out which thing that you want, then how can you get the thing that you want? Leo always gets what they want. I mean, that's just like you will pursue something until you achieve your ends. But if you can't even figure out which thing to pursue, how can you achieve your end? So no wonder you're like unblinkingly fixating on all of the things. You have to, get rid of some of these options here. Focus your energy on in fewer places at once. And then once you've achieved, one cup, you can move on to the next. You can't get all 7 at once. Try catching 7 baseballs at the same time. You can't do it. Well, maybe there's probably, I probably said that, and then there's probably somebody in the Guinness Book of World Records somewhere. It's like, record for whatever. You know what I mean, okay? Dude, you guys, shut up, Scorpio. Oh, I'll come back to channeling something for Leo. Did I channel anything? See, this is what I'm talking about. That's like the 50th time I've said this during this reading, too. Scorpio, this came out for your last reading, too. The last all signs reading. You're being encouraged to let it go. Let it go. Walk away. Continue. If you've chosen now, this is the energy of walking away. Walk away. Let go of the past. Walk away, walk away, walk away. That's 5 of Cups. Leave that old situation where it belongs, in the past. Easy. But you got another card too. I'll make this quick. 4 of Pentacles. That's like looking at a period of financial like stability. I mean, it's not like crazy cash explosion. But it is like, especially if things haven't been going well, or they haven't been stable, it's going to start to feel a lot more stable. It's not having your pockets overflowing, but there's something in your pocket. And that's, great situation to be in. And you'll be, I mean, we tend to be a lot more grateful for something small things like that. Small as the stability might be, um, it's enough to pay your bills. You know, maybe it's not tons extra, but it's enough to get by. Um, you know, that's really congratulations. Okay. Scorpio's a lance, as in a spear. As you've let go of this, or as you let go of this past, if you choose to, as you let go of this past situation that you need to let go of, it's going to free up your energy to go towards this stability. This will grow in time, they just said. It will grow in time. But this needs to stay in the past. Put a fucking nail in the coffin and don't look back. Sometimes you gotta be cold. Everybody says that Scorpios are, but you're fucking really not. You're super softies. No shade at all. I love it. You're actually big teddy bears. Everybody thinks y'all are so scary, but you're not. But this lance, this is a sense of purpose that you're carrying. The inability to focus on a purpose has been caused by holding on onto this past situation too long. It could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, could be like a fucking family grudge, whatever. Y'all do hold grudges. You don't forget. But you're holding it in your hands now. A lot of people coming into a new sense of purpose. This is nice. This probably has something to do with springtime coming into. Taurus. I don't. I'm always like nervous when I see this card. No cards should make me nervous, but this one makes me a little nervous. This is Taurus got judgment. This is not a very Taurian energy to be in. This is a Libra card. Libra, I mean, it's an air sign card. Libra, I think. Yeah. No. Anyway. This is an uncomfortable energy for an earth sign to be in. You may be feeling like you might be feeling unsure of yourself. It's almost like waiting. What they're showing me is like, okay, it's like waiting in an office somewhere and you're waiting for your number to get called. It's kind of like that. You're kind of nervous because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. I wish I could say, like, I feel like it's going to be great. Don't worry. I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to be bad. I'm just not. It's very neutral. It feels really neutral. I can't say one way or the other what this outcome is going to be, but you're in some kind of a state of limbo a little bit. And I don't even know why I'm getting that from the judgment card, but this is what they're showing me is like sitting in this office. It almost looks like that. Everybody's seen Beetlejuice, right? Like, you know that office that they go to right after they pass away, and they're like, it's like this waiting room, and there's all these like, and it's like take a number, and they're like I don't know what the number ahead. It's like a billion or something in front of them, like trillions, billions or trillions or something in front of them. And it's like it's an uncomfortable. It's not. They just said there's no air conditioning. It's like warm. There might be some bugs buzzing around in here, like really annoying. The dude next to you stinks. His shirt smells weird. Why is this kid? This is. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is with Tauruses right now. This is so weird. You feel stuck and waiting. You feel like some shit's up in the air and it's making you very nervous. You are waiting on something. Um, this is some. I mean, I just said you're waiting on this judgment. Like you're waiting for your docket number to be called so that you can hear the verdict. Much with what was justice the first one? Yeah. Much with justice, like I hope you've kept your nose clean. I hope it's good news. If not, there's always next karmic cycle, right? It's never too late to start, staying in your integrity. But Tauruses don't usually. I mean, that's not generally an issue for them. But, well, we've all got our vices, right? Last but not least, Sagittarius. By the way, that office, that waiting room, that was the channeling. So you don't get a separate channeling. You got 2 cards last time and a channeling. So me. Sagittarius. Hangman in reverse. Speaking of being stuck, I mean, this is kind of coming out of being stuck, but it's not charging forward or anything. There's still like a period of, limbo, I guess, until he gets to a place where he's released. Why are they talking about that? He doesn't, I mean, he looks, it's kind of funny because when you turn him upside down, he looks like he's laughing. He's doing okay. Hangman reverse and hangman upright. They're both kind of like, just try and keep it together while you're in this uncomfortable situation. Again, this is like a little bit of a limbo situation. Same as with Taurus. What's going on, y'all? So, Sagittarius, what is being channeled is a scorpion. They're saying use the darkness to your advantage. Woo! Okay. Well, I would say that a scorpion is, they're a nocturnal hunter. So they're using, in a manner of speaking, they're using the darkness as a means of stealth to go after the thing that they want, but also, you probably have some shadow work to do. And I think for Sagittarians, that's not uncommon because, like, to me, that's probably the most happy-go-lucky sign. Like, I just like to keep it cool and keep it moving. It's, I'm not saying, like, I'm just saying you probably have some things in the shadows that you need to take a look at. It is, I'm a Sagittarius rising, and I don't have a favorite sign or anything. Just kidding. Sagittarius is my favorite sign. I love Sagittarius so much. Y'all, they're so much fun. But the reputation of like getting bored easily, and I'll have to make a separate video about this because I need to wrap it up. It's not necessarily that. It's like this aversion to discomfort. And so when a situation gets uncomfortable or boring, not stimulating enough, which like if we're not stimulated enough, we're gonna start to feel uncomfortable. Boredom is not a pleasant feeling. Just like it's like if it feels bad, they're not gonna stick around. Like I'm not saying they won't like work through shit or like work hard towards something. I'm not really saying that, but that's the lower octave. That's where we get that reputation from, like, oh, just you can't the flightiness or like just disappear once things get boring or whatever. It's because they don't like to sit in discomfort. They really, really, really don't. They are discomfort averse. They're conflict averse. And that leads us to having quite a lot of things in the shadows because shadow work is difficult. So, right? Okay, that's us saying all that to say this. You have some shadow work to do because, and who better to show up to tell you that you need to do some shadow work than Scorpio, a scorpion, lords of the shadow work. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Happy Leap Day. Thank you for sticking around. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'm always taking new clients, and all the information is going to be in the description box below of how to get a hold of me to book an appointment for readings or energy work sessions. One more thing. I am running my Saturday night special, which is a 10-minute reading for $15 or a 20-minute reading for $30. And as long as you book with me by the end of the night, just DM me on Facebook or Instagram or send me an email. You can get in on that rate, even if I already went to bed. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Be well.